Welcome all of you for the morning Srimad Bhagavatam Nectar. By Srila Prabhupada's mercy, we are all blessed to hear, to chant, to know, to connect to the Supreme Lord. This is very, very merciful. And by the most merciful Srila Prabhupada, we chant Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishnam Prema Pradayate Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaurat Vishayana, most merciful Mahaprabhu. But we don't have connectivity, because though we know Mahaprabhu, we've heard, but still to understand or accept is not so easy for everybody in general. And for devotees it's easy because Srila Prabhupada has given easy way to chant, to hear, to share, to have darshan of the deities. In many ways, Srila Prabhupada has given honoring prasadam, listening from devotees, sharing with devotees, serving devotees, you can connect. And slowly Srila Prabhupada says, by the sincerity of the practitioner, Krishna awards mercy. This is very, very important. So, and Srila Prabhupada mentions the practitioner may be doing for a long time and not experiencing anything. And somebody may be very, very advanced and in bliss, relishing the nectar. It depends on the practitioner and also how much we beg for mercy. So let's start today's verse. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naranchaiva Narottamam Devyam Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudire Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhakti Naistiki. So today's verse is from Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, 22nd chapter, and verse 20. This verse is being spoken by Kardam Muni when Swayambhav Manu came with his wife and daughter for requesting Kardam Muni to accept Swayambhav Manu's daughter Devahuti in marriage. So this verse is being spoken by Kardam Muni, and I'll read word by word, then line and the verse. You can chant yourself, because I don't know the audio thing. So you can all hear, and then you can simultaneously chant also. If you are seeing, or if you are having any reference as a book or mobile or computer, the verse. Yato bhavat vishvam idam vichitram yato bhavat vishvam idam vichitram samstasyate yatra cha vavatishtate samstasyate yatra cha vavatishtate prajapatinam patir esha mahyam prajapatinam patiresha mahyam param pramanam bhagavan anantaha param pramanam bhagavan anantaha yato bhavat vishvam idam vichitram samstasyate yatra cha vavatishtate prajapatinam patiresha mahyam param pramanam bhagavan anantaha. Word for word meanings. Yataha, from whom, abhavat, emanated, vishvam, creation, idam, this, vichitram, wonderful, samtasyate, will dissolve, yatra, in whom, cha, and, va, or, avadishtate, presently exists, Prajapatinam of the Prajapatis, Patihi the Lord, Yeshaha this, Mahyam to me, Param highest, Pramanam authority, Bhagavan Supreme Lord, Anantaha unlimited. Translation purport by His Divinity HG Bhakti Vedanta Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The highest authority for me is the unlimited Supreme Personality of God, from whom this wonderful creation emanates, and in whom its sustenance and dissolution rest. He is the origin of all Prajapatis, the personalities meant to produce living entities in this world. Purport Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Karda Muni was ordered by his father Prajapati to produce children. In the beginning of the creation, the Prajapatis were meant to produce a large population which was to reside in the planets of the gigantic universe. But Karda Muni said that although his father was Prajapati, who desired him to produce children, actually his was only. That is the conclusion of Srimad Bhagavatam. For creation, maintenance, and annihilation, there are the three deities, Brahma, Vishnu, and Maheshwara, Shiva. But Brahma and Maheshwara are qualitative expansions of Vishnu. Vishnu is the central figure. Vishnu therefore takes charge of the maintenance. No one can maintain the whole creation but he. There are innumerable entities and they have innumerable demands. No one but Vishnu can fulfill the innumerable demands of all the innumerable living entities. Brahma is ordered to create and Shiva is ordered to annihilate. The middle function, maintenance, is taken charge of by Vishnu. Karda Muni knew very well by his power in progressive spiritual life that Vishnu, the personality of God, was his worshipable deity. Whatever Vishnu desired was his duty and nothing else. He was not prepared to beget a number of children. He would beget only one child who would help the mission of Vishnu. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, when there is a discrepancy in the discharge of religious principles, the Lord descends on the surface of the earth to protect religious principles and to annihilate the miscreants. Marrying and begetting a child is considered to liquidate one's debts to the family in which one is born. There are many debts which are imposed upon a child just after his birth. There are debts to the family in which one is born, debts to the demigods, debts to the pitas, debts to the rishis, etc. But if someone engages only in the service of the Supreme Lord, the personality of God, who is actually worshipable, then even without trying to liquidate the other debts, one becomes free from all obligations. Karda Muni preferred to devote his life as a servant of the Lord in Paramahamsa knowledge, and to beget a child only for that purpose, not to beget numberless children to fill up the vacancies in the universe. So Prabhupada is giving so many instructions in this purport that we can practice very nicely, try to act accordingly, and to, as possible, to the extent we can, implement. It's very difficult to accept everything. In case we accept, it's very difficult to practice. It's difficult to practice because sometimes we are in mode of goodness, passion, ignorance. Srila Prabhupada says, everybody here is affected by 3 modes of mental nature, no exceptions. It's only by the causeless mercy of Guru and Krishna that we can slightly be away from Maya Devi. Otherwise, Maya Devi is very, very, very powerful. Very powerful. Let's chant these invocation of speech mantras, begging for mercy from Guru, Parampara, and then start sharing. Om Agnana Timirandasya Gnananjana Shalakya Chakshuran Vritam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurum Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Saprajatam Sagana Raghunathan Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabhadutam Parijana Saitam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Saganara Shri Lalita Shri Vishal Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishal Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Parivakaraite Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Kaurapshe Namaha Hare Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kantaratha Kantanamastute Taptakancham Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabha Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarabhyasya Kripa Samudibhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namo Vishnupadaya Vishnupreshthaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapata Kaswamini Namne Namacharya Padaya Nitai Kripapradayane Gaurakata Damadaya Nagaragramatayane Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Namne Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarane Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shiva Sadhu Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Welcome all of you once again. So in this verse, Karda Muni is telling the highest authority for me is the unlimited supreme person I've called, because he knows he's a very, very great personality. So he can know the Lord as simple as we know our parents, we know our friends, we know our enemies, we know our neighbors, we know our business contacts or working contacts or my boss or anybody who are in communication or in touch or we know. Similarly, Kadamuni is telling the highest authority for me is unlimited supreme person of God. None of us will tell this. If anybody asks who is your boss, we'll tell our boss name. Say, who is the owner of the house? We'll tell the owner's house. I'm the owner, I'll tell my house. We'll not tell Krishna. We'll never tell Krishna's name because we are so conditioned to so many things. This material world induces so many things, wanted and unwanted. And both are troublesome. Whether I want trouble, whether I don't want trouble, both troubles are not favorable. So it's very important to understand how Prabhupada is giving us mercy and helping us to tread the path of devotion service. We can progress by Srila Prabhupada's mercy. And Kardamuni is further telling, it's from the Supreme Lord this wonderful creation emanates, and in whom its sustenance and dissolution rest. He is the origin of all Prajapatis, the personalities meant to produce living entities in this world. And in the purport, Srila Prabhupada to produce children. Because Prajapatis are supposed to produce children and help in the activities or execution of this material world. And Kardamuni said, although his father was Prajapati who desired him to produce children, actually his origin is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Vishnu is the actual creator of the universe, is the maintainer and the destructor or annihilator. Because everything rests in Vishnu or Krishna. And Srila Prabhupada says, this is the conclusion of Srimad Bhagavatam. We may not understand, but when we keep sharing, hearing and reading, or when we progress through the devotional activities, devotion service, slowly by the mercy of the Lord, He reveals in proportion to how much we are capable, willing, or begging. It depends. I cannot say a devotee who came recently cannot be intelligent than me, cannot progress than me, or cannot be a very advanced devotee. That's not possible because Atma goes through so much pain, suffering, the process of purification. Right? Prabhupada mentions this. Normally, when we say POP, the general thing is plaster of Paris. Right? When we say POP, it means plaster of Paris. That's a general thing. We use POP. And in Srila Prabhupada's terms, and in ISKCON, POP stands for so many things. And POP stands for Path of Perfection, which is a book written by Srila Prabhupada. Also, process of purification. And one more thing, of course, there are many things, but one more thing which I will share is purity of purpose. The purity of purpose is what we actually go through, what we beg for, and how we intend to serve devotional activities, right? Purity of purpose helps us to know that devotion service is very, very important. When we know there's higher purpose, then nothing is painful. It becomes very easy to do. Like, for example, students, they have higher purpose. I wish to become a professional person in any field. What they do, they don't mind sleeping late, getting up early, and studying so much, putting so much hard work, and referring so many books. Similarly, when a practitioner in devotional service knows devotional service is very important because I'm connected to ISKCON by Srila Prabhupada's mercy, we are blessed to practice this. How many people in the creation know devotional life? And if they know devotional life, how many know that I can do it? And if they know that they can do, how many appreciate it, right? So it's very important. Prabhupada has given us very, very merciful way, easy way to connect to Krishna, associate with devotees, participate in devotional service, and appreciate devotional life, APL life, right? Associate, participate, and appreciate. Then it's very easy. So by Prabhupada's mercy, we can hear, we can read, we can connect in so many ways. Of course, the pandemic, the COVID, gave us mercy for this online. Though it was happening, now everybody is able to know what it is. Even a simple layman says, I am online. You may not know what it means. Of course, technically, only technical people know what it's online. He says, I'm online. See, I'm seeing this. And that's it. End user. That's the most important thing. And Prabhupada has given us Chappan Bhog plate. All we have to do is eat. If you say, I don't know eat, then somebody else will eat. You won't even get the Chappan Bhog. So, and even Prabhupada said, honor the prasadam. Don't eat or gulp. Honor the prasadam. It's like respect. Prasadam is Krishna, right? Everything is Krishna's manifestation. Recently, Gauranga Prabhu was here in Bangalore, and he was telling he's associated with United Nations for some faith in faith with nature. So I forgot the second word. Remember? Faith in earth. Faith on earth. So faith on earth. So, and Prabhu also said one of the theme they have is about the Panchabhutas, which Bhagavad Gita directly says, earth, water, fire, air, ether. Right? When we are respectful to everything, then our life will be very respectable. If I disrespect everything, my life will go haywire. Everyone will disrespect me because I am not respecting anything or anybody. So in any relationship, the MR factor is very, very important. What's MR factor? Major reconstruction? No. Mutual respect. Right? Major reconstruction is required when there is a problem. Major rework is there when we have troubles or we have not done it properly. But mutual respect is one which will connect everybody. Say somebody Hare Krishna, they'll be very happy. Say, how are you? Very nice to see you. They'll be very happy. And if you say very good looking, they'll be even more happy. At the same time, if I tell that your life is in trouble, then they will trouble me. Because they think I'm just going to blabber and appreciate them. We have to honor them and also at the same time inform something that's good for them. Say, for example, I'm sitting here, suddenly a snake is coming from behind. And there's so many of my friends or so many are here. And they're enjoying seeing the snake, how it will bite me, how it will be. And after it's biting me, I will know. They could have helped me by telling there's a snake. I would have probably run away and say, Hare Krishna, there is a snake, I can't serve you. I'll run away, right? And the class is over. Nothing like that. But then when we share and we help each other, Prabhupada started ISKCON movement to help each other in devotion life. Many years back, His Holiness Bhakti Burhat Bhagavad Swami Maharaj, he was here this year for a few days in Jagannath Mandir and shared so many instructions of Prabhupada, nectar of devotional life. Maharaj said, everybody in ISKCON, every devotee in ISKCON must have at least one person whom they can confidentially connect with. Like Rupa Goswami said in Shikshamrita, Upadeshamrita, Dadhati Pratigrahanti, Guhyam Akhyapayantam. So these six, giving prasadam and receiving prasadam. And so Maharaj said one should be having at least one. If they can have more, it's very nice. Because the more devotee friends we have, the more help we get, the more guidance we get, the more happy we are. Maharaj said, should have one person whom we can spill out our heart from the depth, anything, good, bad, ugly, worst, dirty, so that he can guide us, help us, and take out all the nonsense and put all the mercy there. It's very difficult because we shy many times. Sometimes you're afraid. Sometimes we don't tell our dirty things. Or sometimes we don't tell, I can't chant. In the times when Prabhupada was on this planet, all devotees used to share with each other or share directly with Prabhupada, I'm unable to chant. And recently I heard Gauranga Prabhu on the Hare Krishna TV sharing an instance. One disciple came in front of Srila Prabhupada. For 1 hour, he was sharing how he is unable to follow the 4 regulative principles. Initiated devotee of Srila Prabhupada. Everybody was looking at Prabhupada, how Prabhupada will chastise, or what Prabhupada will do, or will he punish. Then Prabhupada looked at all devotees and said, see how this jiva is struggling to practice devotional life amidst all these problems. And everybody was shocked. They thought Prabhupada will have him because he was initiated by Srila Prabhupada. That's so merciful. Can we be like that? Very difficult, very difficult. This is what PNT is. Post and telegraph, right? Post and telegraph. No, patience and tolerance. Right? Now telegraph is not there, but tolerance is always there. So the more we practice devotional life, it gives us ability to become compassionate, patience, tolerance, and so many other divya gunas, divine qualities. And in Srimad Sri Chaitanya Chaitamrita, Madhya Lila, the 26 qualities of Vaishnavas are mentioned. Of course, it's beyond the scope maybe of this, but still, just everything part of devotional life. There's nothing called out of scope because anything we hear about Vaishnavas and scriptures and Supreme Lord is merciful. That's how we connect. Because at least I'm not capable of calling Krishna and talking to him, or Krishna coming to me and telling, do this, Deenanath, do this. No, I'm not qualified. When devotees help us through Srila Prabhupada's instructions, through his books, through Prabhupada's association, all Prabhupada disciples have so much nectar with them. Ocean of nectar. You see, ocean, it's oceans of nectar, not ocean, because every devotee has his own connectivity to Srila Prabhupada, disciples of Srila Prabhupada. All of us can have, but it's very difficult to think I was with Prabhupada or I did this to Prabhupada. Now, all of us can serve Prabhupada in Vani. Vapu, all his disciples did, and many disciples also did Vani service. They got initiated, but they've never seen. I met a Prabhupada disciple in Vrindavan last year. He said, I was initiated postally. I have not seen Prabhupada. I was initiated. And Prabhupada disciple. He said, no, I had no opportunity. I was very far. And through the authorities, I had the discussions. I have not seen Prabhupada. It all went through devotees, communication back and forth. And then he's Prabhupada disciple. And recently Prabhu was here. I apologize for our Prabhu's name. Yes, Ishwar Prabhu. Ishwar Prabhu is, he lives in Vrindavan. So Prabhupada's mercy is so powerful, meaningful, purposeful, and it's very easy to practice, access, and enjoy. Right? And here, further, Prabhupada writes, there are innumerable living entities, and each individual will have innumerable demands. It's like expanding, right? And it's only possible by Vishnu or Krishna to fulfill all these demands because he is Supreme Lord. Everybody is getting energy, strength, guidance, support, protection by Krishna or his expansions like Vishnu, Nrsimha, Vamana. Every Vishnu Tattva is very merciful. They come for a purpose, sometimes longer duration, sometimes for short duration, like Lord Nrsimhadev just came to please Prahlad for his prayers, to protect him when his own father was trying to trouble him. So this is how the material world is. This is how we are here. So, and here in our mind or our consciousness, our hearts, we have both the divine qualities and the demonic qualities, the godly or the ungodly, because they are affected by three modes here. Prabhupada says only when one surpasses these three modes. Earlier in the initial days, we used to think, oh, Sattva-guna is very nice. You have to be out of Rajoguna and Tamoguna. Because in the initial days, nobody will tell about Shuddha Sattva, pure goodness. Sometime there was some service of the readings of Prabhupada's nectar on the Veda base in different Prabhupada's books, scriptures. Prabhupada says only Shuddha Sattva will help us to be away from all these things. I don't know what is Shuddha Sattva because I'm here. If I don't get prasadam, I'm not happy. That's where I am, right? It's very difficult. So that is practical. So here Prabhupada writes, the middle function, maintenance, is taken by Vishnu because that's the most difficult thing. Even a simple thing, to construct a house, somehow one can struggle and build a house. To demolish, somebody will do. To maintain the house, very, very difficult. Sometimes the door is not working, lock is not working, window is not working, bathroom is not working, kitchen is not working, the pipes, water, whatever. So, maintenance is the most important thing. So, Prabhupada says that's why Vishnu took the responsibility. And Kardamuni knew very well by his power in progressive spiritual life. We will share a little about progressive spiritual life. We just went through Veda base and what Prabhupada is instructing, or his disciples are instructing us what progressive spiritual life means. And by this, Kardamuni knew Vishnu, the person of God, was his worshipable deity. And here we have so many devatas, right? And everybody has expansions of some devatas, or sometimes they are themselves devatas, and they act as demons. We don't know. Many places we see on television, somebody says, go hit your head to some stone and you'll be blessed. And he hits so many times, the head is broken, bleeding, they take him to hospital, I don't know what blessing he got. And these are, and I don't know if it's in Rajasic mode, Tamasic mode, or below Tamasic mode, I don't know what mode is there. Maybe some Tamasic mode, because I'm not expert in that. Then we should be intelligent enough to know if I hit somewhere, it will pain. If you keep on hitting, it will break, it will bleed. I don't know what mercy I will get other than pain and suffering. Right? You should be very careful and cautious. And here, whatever Vishnu desired was his duty. Kardamuni is like very, very straightforward, simple. Prabhupada is mentioning Kardamuni knew what to do because he is directly connected to Vishnu. Whatever Vishnu desired was his duty. We will never tell whatever my Guru Maharaj says, that is my duty. We'll never tell. We tell Guru Maharaj, I am very busy. Guru Maharaj, I have problems. Guru Maharaj, this devotee is not respecting me. Guru, we are bombarding Gurus. We are here to serve them, not to torture them or trouble them. Let's serve in a very simple way. especially my Guru Maharaj, as soon as Jayapatakas, my Guru Maharaj, after the 2008 incident, it's 14 years completed now, on October 23rd, 2008, when he had this brainstem hemorrhage. Yeah, I was blessed to be there in the hospital for 3 days in Coimbatore, about a week. I didn't do anything. So then, the first time I saw him sleeping, I'd never served personally with all the tubes in the hospitals. So horrifying. I've always seen Guru Maharaj jumping, and the whole world jumps with Guru Maharaj. I don't know, many might have joined ISKCON later and you may not have seen. Even many devotees say we have not seen Guru Maharaj in his healthy, we joined late. We have enjoyed so much with Guru Maharaj. And now, even on the health issue, Guru Maharaj is not bothered. He just goes, travels around the globe to share the mercy, to give the mercy. Otherwise, Guru Maharaj says, I'm not following Srila Prabhupada's instructions if I don't do this. Many times, Mahavara is a big, tough time challenge. Sometimes I have personally also seen, shared with Mahavara Prabhu, he shares when we made, it's very difficult because we as devotees should serve. Only then we get mercy. It's not that we stand in front of Guru or we give him a big gift or we tell him, I did this. Yes, but what can we do to help and serve Guru, Srila Prabhupada, Parampara, so that the jivas are helped? That is most important. Srila Prabhupada left Sri Radha Damodar Mandir in Sri Dham Vrindavan and went to the west and traveled all over the globe, taking so much strain and pain for our gain, right? They say no pain, no gain. But here, Prabhupada took pain and we have gain. Prabhupada took so much trouble. So we keep discussing with devotees. And Prabhupada also told, if you cannot increase or expand, at least maintain what I've given you. So for us, it's very difficult even to maintain because we're staying outside. And we say it's temple responsibility and escape. So that's not way. In any way that we can serve the Prabhupada, it's very important. Any simple way. We heard one person was coming initial days, heard that we should gift the Guru. He didn't have anything. Then one day he came with a roll of toilet paper. He said, please have this. Prabhupada said, thank you. So, and many may think toilet paper for Guru. No, that was his attitude that he has to give something. He didn't have anything else. And so he could get that and he offered it to Prabhupada. And Prabhupada said, thank you. And this is one of the most important, like the gratitude. You say, attitude of gratitude. But then we speak, but not practice, or we don't implement in our own life. We can give to somebody else, but if we don't release ourselves, then how can we get mercy? Only when we practice nicely, serve devotees, serve Vaishnavas, serve Guru, serve sannyasis, anybody, because everybody is Jiva, Atma, all of Krishna's tiny particles. So when you serve like that, it's very easy to relish and get towards the bliss of devotional life. And Srila Prabhupada mentions about marriage. Marrying and begetting a child is considered to liquidate one's debts to the family one who is born. So many are just ignorant of so many things. And Srila Prabhupada in devotional life is giving instructions that can help our personal life, family life, individual life, professional life, connecting to people, connecting to society, being nice human being, and then being nice devotee. Devotional life is most important because as human beings, we are not meant for all other activities that's being showcased or forecasted or advertised, because all this is going to be helpful to go to hell. not to please Krishna. You can prepare very nicely here to go to hell. Very easy also. But then, who's going to help us in hell? It's very difficult. When all of us think how merciful is devotion life, how merciful is ISKCON, Srila Prabhupada's home, family, the big global family of ISKCON. Anywhere you go, I keep sharing at home and friends and relatives. You throw me anywhere in the world, I'll have devotees, I'll have prasadam, I'll have somebody who can help me. It's not easy. If somebody says, go to Mumbai, one who has not gone to Mumbai will say, I've heard so many things about Mumbai. Should I really go? Can't I work online? Can't I do it from my place? Because we have so many anxieties, fear, and unseen and unpredictable situations. And Prabhupada went through all of this. In the initial days of Prabhupada, he was staying with a person because almost he was ready to kill Srila Prabhupada. And Prabhupada left the place, not knowing where to go. I don't think we have faced such situations. Like walking out of office, we don't know where the next place to work is, or walking out of house where the next food is. No, we are all blessed. It's not that I did something great. It's Lord's mercy. Vaishnava's mercy. So, when we practice devotional life in a very simple way, very humble way, begging the Lord, begging Vaishnavas, begging Prabhupada, begging our Guru to help, it will be very easy. And Prabhupada writes here. So we have so many debts, like debts to demigods. There's so many things, I don't remember all of them. Then to rishis, debts to pitas, right? So many things. So, and Prabhupada says, if someone engages only in the service of Supreme Lord, the person of God, right? When they serve Sri Radha Krishna, Sri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra, Darshan, Sitaram, Lakshman, Man, so many, then who's actually worshipable, and then even without trying to liquidate other debts, means even if you don't perform all these activities to liquidate, one becomes free from all obligation. This is Srila Prabhupada's instructions based on scriptural references and evidences. And this is Lord's instruction, message. Scriptures are Lord's desires through his expansions. Some could be like Vyasadeva or be like Rupa Goswami. Great personalities. So many everything. We Valmiki Ramayana, right? And we have so many scriptures that guide and then help us to lead a good life. One becomes free from all obligations, even without trying to liquidate other debts. This is the power of devotional life, Krishna consciousness. There's nothing beyond this. But it's very difficult to practice because we stay outside, we have so many things to do, we have attractions to so many things other than Krishna consciousness or devotion life. Even though pandemic, COVID taught us so tough life, but still after the post-pandemic, we are all very happy. I am alive. COVID didn't kill me. I can do any nonsense. Right? How many of us said, oh, COVID, thank you very much. Let me be a devotee now. At least do something that helps us and helps others and pleases Prabhupada, our Guru, Parampara, and then Krishna, Mahaprabhu. So Prabhupada writes here, Karda Muni preferred to devote his life as a servant of the Lord in Paramahamsa knowledge and to beget a child only for that purpose, not to beget numberless children to fill up the vacancies in the universe. So the Karda Muni was in a very high level, and we can't get to that level and think, I will practice this or I will imitate this. And imitation is warned, prohibited in devotional life. Unless we understand what it is, it's difficult to practice and appreciate and continuously do this. quickly share something from Srila Prabhupada's nectar on the progressive spiritual life. Prabhupada writes in Srimad Bhagavatam 116, hearing is called Shravana and explaining is called Kirtana. The two processes of Shravana and Kirtana are of primary importance to progressive spiritual life. So only one who has properly grasped the transcendental knowledge from the right source by submissive hearing can properly explain the subject. So Prabhupada quotes these words, submissive oral reception, SAR. Prabhupada has used so beautiful, nice words. Submissive oral reception. Submissive is humble, oral is hearing, and reception is accepting. So, and Prabhupada says submissive hearing, and other places, many places Prabhupada has quoted submissive oral reception. So like this, Prabhupada gives so many other instructions. And Srila Prabhupada writes in a purport in Srimad Bhagavatam, when something uncommon happens in one's progressive spiritual life, okay, it should be understood to be incurred by Ajnata Sukruti or pious activities beyond one's knowledge. To see personally the Supreme Person of Godhead or his pure devotee is not an ordinary incident. So we are all blessed to see Srila Prabhupada every day, either a photo or a murti, or hear about Prabhupada, hear from Prabhupada, the audio recordings, read his books, and get instructions directly from Srila Prabhupada. And Srila Prabhupada writes, when such things happen, they should be understood to be caused by previous pious activity as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita. One is completely free from all the resultant actions of sinful activities and is absorbed only in pious activities can engage in devotional service. So devotional service is very, very, very highly placed, and we are all blessed. And Srila Prabhupada writes in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as an ideal teacher shows us how a disciple should deal with his spiritual master. It will help all of us. Whenever there is a doubt regarding any point, he should refer the matter to his spiritual master for clarification, not whimsically think, okay, I should do this, I know solutions and things. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is showing the example. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that while chanting and dancing, he had developed the kind of mad ecstasy that is possible only for a liberated soul. Yet even in his liberated position, he referred everything to his spiritual master whenever there were doubts. Thus, in any condition, even when liberated, we should never think ourselves independent of the spiritual master, but must refer to him as soon as there is some doubt regarding our progressive spiritual life. This is very important. So, and this will help us to improve or go through different situations and still be connected to Krishna and devotees, devotional life. This is very important. And His Holiness Tamal Krishna Maharaj writes in 7th of 7th, after assimilating the process, one can take initiation and establish the same process within one's home about devotional life. However, continued affiliation with the temple is still necessary for receiving the association of advanced devotees, which is the most essential element in progressive spiritual life. What Maharaj is saying is, sometimes we think, I know chanting, I have heard this many times, why should I hear again? Or I am better than that devotee, or somebody is junior to me, or I am senior to somebody. All these things are concoctions. Srila Prabhupada says, Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, or any scripture, is a Lord's nectar. And if you hear many, many, many times, it's just reinstating. confirming, and things that are missed out, we remember, and when it faded, we get fresh again. So it's very important that we serve nicely, hear it again and again, and then serve the devotees, and we can be very happy in spiritual life. Very, very important. So it's about 9:10 now. So we'll stop here. If you have any questions, any comments, any criticism, please share so that we learn from each other and we grow together. So Srila Prabhupada bless all of us to move forward in spiritual life, devotional life, Krishna consciousness, and that's how we can be happy. There's no other way that we can be really happy. Prabhupada mentions the difference between happiness and real happiness. Happiness is anything in this material world. I got something I want. I got a job. I got something which was very, very difficult to get. Or I was craving for something. I'm very happy now. But the same thing, for example, ice cream, many love. Of course, many like in all times, but generally ice creams are cold, and then in summer it's good. It's soothing. The same ice cream in winter is a pain. And many love ice cream in the winter also, but it's exceptional. Not everybody can do that. But then the same ice cream, which was one time happy, is not happy another time, because this is changing. Because everything is relative. But spiritual happiness, real happiness, Krishna consciousness, devotional life, devotional service is ever, ever, ever increasing, never decreasing. Ever increasing, never diminishing. And this is the mercy of Krishna consciousness, because this is Krishna's mercy. Krishna is never rejecting anybody. He's always accepting everybody, right? Krishna is helping the police to find the thief. Krishna is helping the thief to steal. Thief can go to the court and say, God help me. The advocate or the judge cannot deny that. If he knows someone, he says, no, nonsense. As Paramatma, he is helping, right? Sometimes we want to come to temple, he helps. Sometimes we don't want to come to temple, he is not putting a rope around the neck and pulling like a dog. They're sitting at home or sitting elsewhere. So this is independence the Lord has given us, the free will. And Srila Prabhupada mentions when the little free will we have, this infinitesimal free will, the Atma itself is infinitesimal, and the free will of the Atma is very, very tiny compared to the Supreme Lord's power or his free will. And if you use a tiny free will in devotional life, to tiny extent, not 24 hours, it's very difficult for us to be 24 hours Krishna consciousness or dedicated to Prabhupada's mission, 24 hours. There are many, many stalwart devotees, Prabhupada's disciples, grand disciples, great grand disciples, and many, many, many dedicated. So many Maharajas are there. So our Guru Maharaj is also one of them, and my Guru Maharaj is traveling so much in spite of all his health challenges. And grace everybody. Everybody is just waiting. Some places, like thousands and thousands of people, thousands, even new people, unknown people, they just want to have blessings. They want to see. They hear. He's on a wheelchair, but traveling all over the globe, guiding spiritually, devotionally, and practicing. It's very difficult to digest. But then it's true. You can see. Can personally see how Guru Maharaj is traveling everywhere. He was here in June to bless all of us. After 3 years, Guru Maharaj came here. We had a very nice Preeti Lakshanam program. So, Hare Krishna, any questions, comments, criticism, please share. If everybody is busy or happy or you have their other activities also. So thank you very much. Prabhu, can we close down? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam. So, any questions, any comments from any other source? Do you also get responses from Facebook and other YouTube or some other or no?
Not now, Prabhuji, later on. We'll get later on. Yeah.
No. Because if there's a question, is there a way that you communicate or pass? Or
no, that is closed. I haven't opened Facebook, but
okay.
If there are any questions, I'll let you know.
Yeah, because later on, I don't know whether the question will reach me or the answer will reach them. when we are here, it's easy because
Yes,
I forget who they are or I forget what I've spoken.
Yeah.
I may not know what I spoke. It's not spiritual life is, they say dynamic, we should not go to the extent of dynamic that we forget everything. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.